Hey everybody, thanks for clicking that thumbnail. Welcome to Talking Habs. In this video today, I'm going to give you my review for last night's disappointing game between the Ottawa Senators and the Montreal Canadiens in Montreal. And Tyler Toffoli back in the lineup. And yeah, it wasn't a great outcome. I don't think it definitely wasn't Montreal's best game in their last bunch of games that they played. And yeah, I'm going to tell you all about it. I'll tell you how they scored. I'll give you the stats of the game, and I'll give you my thoughts on the game. My 3 stars of the game, and also my stinkers of the game. And there were a bunch of those. Before we get to that, if you are a Habs fan like I am and you want to see more videos, I do live casts, I do previews and reviews and all kinds of different Habs videos. So please subscribe, ring that notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge right here at Talkin' Habs. Let's take a look at this poor game. So it was the Ottawa Senators in Montreal. It was a 6-3 win in the end. Ottawa went ahead. It was a really quick start for Ottawa. Montreal came back to tie it up twice, and then they couldn't do anything else after that. So it's a very pesky Ottawa team, and if you give them the door, they're going to take it. If you open the door, they're going to walk right in and take it. And especially it seems like against Montreal, and it's kind of what happened here. So. Started off with a bang, power play goal for Ottawa. 28 seconds in, Brendan Gallagher. I did not see the play, and I missed the replay, and they didn't show it again. High stick that drew blood, so that's a double minor. And so Ottawa starts out with 2 power plays in a row, and they don't waste time. At 42 seconds in, so 14 seconds into the power play, Keith Tkachuk, this is how it happens. First goal. So Batherson's pass to Tkachuk from the right circle. It leaves them all alone at the side of the net. Now, it's a power play, so I get that somebody could be left open, obviously. Is it Tkachuk you want to be leaving open? He swings out in front. Now he's all alone. He just swings out in front, and he goes right around Price's pads with the puck. So to the far side of the net. It's a goal. If Byron clears the puck, though, Byron has the puck. To start this all off, Byron has the puck behind the net. And I don't know what he did exactly, but he could have rung the puck around the boards and probably cleared it out or shot it up the ice. And I don't know what he did, but he lost. I guess he lost the puck on his stick. I bobbled it, whatever happened. It just looked horrible. And that's what sets up everything. It keeps the puck in Montreal's zone, and eventually Ottawa's able to set up enough to make this play. And that's what happened there. So, yeah, I think it was a poor decision by Byron not to clear that puck. I think he would have if he tried. So that's Tkachuk's 12th from Batherson and Thomas Chabot. And that's the first goal. Second goal is Montreal's. It comes about 5 minutes later. And I'm grabbing the wrong paper. Tyler Toffoli back in the lineup after missing, I think, 3 games. He gets his 19th from Suzuki and Weber. Toffoli, I believe, is 4th in the league now in goals. It's a power play goal as well. I don't remember the call to set that up, but it's a nice little poke pass with the heel. It's by Suzuki makes this pass. The heel of his stick. And he's in the slot onto on the right side, high slot. And he pokes it over to Toffoli. And Toffoli just wastes no time. And he one-times that, a little laser. What did I write? He one-times the shot past the sliding Forsberg into the top, inside top corner. So it doesn't go far side. He goes inside, top shelf. And yeah, nice shot. Beautiful goal. And we're all excited. And it's nice to see Toffoli first game back to get his goal. And yeah, Toffoli's just been, I don't know, just a machine scoring. And nice to see that he's scoring. Obviously, not just against Vancouver. I think by now we know he's not just doing that. And thank God, because we don't have any more games against Vancouver, which is a blessing in a way, considering what's going on in Vancouver. And just Godspeed to those players to get, I don't believe in God, but still it's the saying, to get healthy. And be back on the ice as soon as they can. What was that? 7 minutes later, a little less than 7 minutes later, Habs are on a power play. I think it's the second of 2 in a row. And yeah, they give up a shorty here. Connor Brown gets his 9th and 2nd in 2 games against the Habs from Paul and Coburn, and it goes like this. So it's a nice, no, that's the wrong one. Nick Paul grabs a loose puck on the boards in the neutral zone on, coming down the left side. And he's skating into it. So he picks up ahead as Steen goes. And so he flies down the left side. He shoots from the circle. And then the puck hits Price, and it drops pretty much straight down or into the crease. And a trailing Connor Brown gets the short rebound. So poorly played by Jeff Petrie, leaving the shooter to Price and take out Brown. And he should have taken out Brown and left the shooter to Price, right? And except for this is the only thing I'll give him. He had the 2 guys breaking in, right? Gallagher definitely chasing, and Gallagher almost caught Brown. So I guess if he rushes over to take Brown, Gallagher is speeding in there. I guess that's what his thought process was. I've got to take the shooter, and he just does a piss poor job of it. And Gallagher he tries, but he couldn't get back in time all the way. So it's 2-1. Period ends. Well, it doesn't end there, but scoring purposes it does. And look, I live cast, so that's kind of why I can't give a lot of the details in between the goals, because I live cast, and on the highlights they don't show everything, so we'll just go over with the goals. Second period, 6:58 into it. Josh Anderson about to have a really good game points wise. Where's the goal? So it's a nice job by Victor Mete to keep the puck in the zone. The Habs are in the offensive zone, and the puck's about to come out, but Mete is able, like skating backwards, whatever, getting out of the zone, able to keep the puck in the net, in the zone, allowing KK to grab it. And he picks it up and quickly finds Anderson coming out of the, for a line change, I guess, so coming onto the ice off the bench, and he finds him really quick, passes to him, and Anderson quickly gets towards the net, and he fires a beautiful shot that I think that was the one. Didn't look like it went in. I don't know if he has 2 goals in this game, and one of them hit top corner, bounced out, didn't really know if it went in, but it did. So he hits it top corner far. I think that's the one. And that ties it up again. So like I said, Habs tied up twice. Can they hold on to it? Not really. Less than a minute later, Dadonov gets his 10th. By the way, that was Anderson's 12th from KK and Mete. Dadonov gets his 10th from Shabbat and what's his name? Anisimov. I always mess that guy's name up. Always. So this is how it happens. It's a point shot by Shabbat. At the center, he's at the center of the blue line, and it's a point shot. Not too high, but I mean, probably chest high, and it's knocked down with extending his stick far out, and he knocked it down. Dadonov did, and down into the bottom corner. I mean, Price didn't have a chance on that. Some of these goals, I mean, Price, I think 3 of them he didn't have a chance on. So that they go ahead by a goal. So they're up 3-2, and doesn't look good. 16:02. So that's 6, 7, 9 minutes, whatever minutes later. Jeez, not good at math these days. Dadonov gets his 11th from Anisimov and Stützle this time, and she goes like this. Petrie forgetting. I wrote here Petrie forgetting where he is, goes for the puck carrier behind the net, and leaves Dadonov all alone. Like, Petrie's the only defenseman up there. Maybe there was another forward out there too. Kulak is off. So Petrie's alone in front to defend, and he goes after the puck carrier behind the net, who is Anisimov, I guess. Who got the assist? Anisimov, I guess it was behind the net. Anisimov delivers the puck to Dadonov, and Dadonov beats Price through his pads or 5-hole. I couldn't really tell, but he's either under the pad, through the 5-hole. And Price isn't really even sure where the hell the puck is, if you ask me. He thought he had it. I don't know where the hell it went through, but he thought he had it. He was holding on to something. I don't know what he did, but the puck was in the net. So there you go. Petrie again. I think Petrie was a -5. He would not have a good game. Next goal. So that puts him up 4-2 at this point, I believe. And then we get one back, 1848. So that's less than, it's a little, 2.5 minutes, about 2.5 minutes later. In traffic, Suzuki catches Anderson with a short pass in the left circle. And Anderson just takes a quick shot and it hits a defender's stick and drops down. So he's got again, and he takes another shot. And this time he beats Forsberg. It looks like through the 5-hole. And that's with Perry stirring up trouble. Perry's at the side of the net, battling kind of with a defender. So he's stirring up trouble a bit, I guess, kind of, blocking Forsberg out a little bit. And yeah, Anderson beats Forsberg. So nice, a nice goal by Anderson. This is 13th, second of the game. Having a great night. And that's how that period ends. It was 1848. So third period comes up, and Montreal, they're playing a little better. It's not a consistent better. Like it's not. They're having lulls there too, but there's a little more energy and a little bit faster pace. But I mean, all night Montreal's having trouble with the puck. They're having trouble passing the puck. They're having trouble getting any puck luck. And they seem kind of off kilter all night that way. And it goes through the whole game. Even here in the third where they're really trying to press. And it just doesn't work. They never have a fluidity to their game. 2:55 in, Formenton. I didn't put what goal he gets. I believe that's his second. Let me write that down. Formenton. Yeah, his second goal. From Anisimov. Anisimov, who was just recently on waivers, had a really good game with 2 assists and a goal. So, good game by him. So the 8th goal is Petrie gets Petrie comment on these goals. Petrie gets the puck stripped off his stick. And I say as he casually tries to carry the puck out of harm's way. So he's kind of skating toward the net and veering off to the corner or to the boards. And it seemed like, I don't know, to me, casually, that's the word that came to my mind. He didn't seem like he was worried about losing the puck and someone strips it off his stick. And, I guess it's Formenton. He knocks it over to Anisimov in the slot. And it's like Anisimov's got a knuckle of a shot there. And like kind of a floaty shot. From what I remember, puck rolling kind of thing. And who's it? Formenton. He tips it in. So another tip in off a knuckleballer. And that means it's 5-3. There is how long left? What did I write here? So there is most of the period left. So they got plenty of time, and they try, but it's not, it's not like that effort against remember that third period against the Jets, where they just came out like gangbusters. They did it another game after that, and this wasn't exactly like that. Had moments in the third period like that, but it wasn't consistent. Maybe they could have come back, but it still was a big ask in the game. The way they were playing, the passing sucks, and they're not getting any bounces really. So it wasn't going to happen. And then at 17:05, they pull the goalie, and I don't think it's too long after they pull Price, and Batherson gets his 12th from Riley into the empty net. And boom, that game was over at that point. Now, in the first period, I'm going to mark it up here, there was a fight between Tkachuk and Weber. It wasn't a huge fight as far as there wasn't a ton of punches thrown. And Weber did take one really big swing that, thank God he didn't just hit him in the helmet because it looked like he could have. And if he had nailed Tkachuk with that, I think the fight would have been over, but he didn't. And then Tkachuk gets Weber sort of with Weber's back to the net, and he pushes him. They both fall into the net. The net almost topples forward, and they slide down, and fight's over. Point being, though, Tkachuk, I mean, kid's got guts. He's, how old is he? 21? He's taking on Weber, the Man Mountain, as they call him. And, I don't know. I said at the point in the live cast that after that, I said that Habs aren't going to win. That was in the first period. And I think if Weber would have won that fight, maybe Habs win. I think I wrote it in here. Okay, Price, 26 of 31 for an 8.39 save percentage, which is horrible. Forsberg, 35 of 38 for a 9.21 save percentage. Guy still had his Winnipeg Jets pads, blue pads. in a Senators uniform, and he beats us. Shots on goal, 38-32 for Montreal. Good night in the faceoff circle, though. 59% to 41%. Apparently, Nick Suzuki, in the last few games, Nick Suzuki's been good in the faceoff circle, and I think he was the best. What did I see? 13 of 18 in the faceoff circle. That's pretty damn good. Hopefully he's starting to get it now. Power play, 1 for 2 for Ottawa. So, listen, if the penalty kill goes perfect there, that's 1 goal less. Maybe you take away that empty net goal. Now it's down to 4-3. It's possible it's a different game if they don't allow the power play goal. Then you turn that around. They're 1 for 5 on the power play themselves, and that could have been a huge difference. Hey, get an extra power play goal. Get 2. You got 5 opportunities against Ottawa. Come on. It's not like they have a great penalty kill. That could have made the hugest difference and would have made the hugest difference in this game. 27 hits for Ottawa, 33 for Montreal. Habs, stars of the game. You wouldn't think in this game there were stars, but there were. Number 3, Brendan Gallagher, who just doesn't stop working. He got hurt in the second period near the end, went off the ice, obviously in pain. We were all worried, okay, who's going to play in his place? He's not coming back. How long is he going to be hurt? Back out in the third period and still playing that game and getting banged around and just doing his job. So he gets gets hurt and comes back, gets banged around and just does his job, and he doesn't really complain. He's not looking at the refs to get a call because the refs aren't going to give the call. He knows that. It's the pattern, so he doesn't look for the call. Tyler Toffoli, first game back, a goal and lots of chances. He had lots of chances. You can see why Tyler Toffoli's quickly become like an integral part of this offense. And number 1, Anderson, 2 goals and playing with his usual energy and hitting people and just doing his usual Josh Anderson stuff. And again, another guy, what would we do without these guys? Habs stinkers of the game. Petrie, -5. And Kulak, I don't know Kulak's plus minus, probably similar to that, if not the same. They didn't have a good night. Both of them didn't have a good night. And Petrie's been kind of off for the last, I'm going to say about 5 games that I think I wrote it somewhere. If not, he's been off for a little bit. Everyone who played without urgency. And there were a lot of them that didn't, till the third period, and not even all the way through that third period. There were a few guys who did not play with urgency. Line changes that didn't work. So now I'll go into my thoughts on the game. Line changes didn't work. Why not juggle during the game? I guess you could say though, these lines it was the first game. He likes to see the whole game, I guess, through these guys before but you'd think maybe tweak it. It's not working. It's against Ottawa. Tweak the lines. You want to win. You need these points. These points are super important. The D generally wasn't very good. Petrie in a rut and slumping the last 5 games or so. I guess that's where I wrote it. In general, I thought Victor Mete had a good game. I don't think he hurt them. Romanov, too, I wouldn't fault the third pairing. I don't think the top 2 guys, even Edmondson, I thought was pretty good defensively. Yeah, I think that's, in general, the D wasn't very good. There was no fluidity to their play, like I was talking about before. Their passing sucked. There was no puck luck, so no bounces, no fluidity to their play. I don't know. I don't know how else to describe that. So, when they're winning, they're passing. Everything is good, and there's that fluidity that you want to see, and they just did not have it at all last night. Special teams could have made a huge difference there because of that 5 power plays. So this wasn't a game where the refs screwed you can't say it at all. Ottawa got 1 power play, which was actually 2 because of the high stick. That's it. Montreal got the rest of the calls, and they produced a power play goal. Yes, that's always good. But come on, this was a game where they really needed more, and they were kind of let down, I think, by this power play, mostly tonight. And listen, even 1 more power play goal, well-timed, could have offset some of that score, and the score could have been different, and the game could have been different. Even if they go to overtime and get that extra point, that's going to matter. Tkachuk versus Weber. If it's a win for Weber, Montreal probably wins, in my opinion. I felt that, and when he lost, he didn't lose, but he didn't win either. I think if he won that fight, clearly. And yeah, I think Montreal goes on to win. But with what happened, the way it happened, I think I said they're not going to win. Ottawa played in-your-face hockey. When Tkachuk is engaged and focused, it's never good for Montreal. That's what happened. They came out, sure, they got the break, I guess, with the penalty early on, double as a matter of fact. So, but they played all night in-your-face hockey. And once once Brady Tkachuk is engaged like that, it's never good for Montreal. It's never good for Montreal when Tkachuk is not dominating, but his character is dominating the game, kind of. That's what happened last night, and from very early on, and it's never good. The loss of these 2 points could prove huge as Montreal's schedule gets hellish. And it does. This is the last week where they've got only 3 games in a week. So it's 4 games every week. That means back-to-backs every week. There's going to be at least, I think, well, maybe every second week anyway, a back-to-back game. It just gets hellish as the closer they get to the end of the season. They needed to pick up these 2 points, and I hope they don't. You know, considering how Calgary and Vancouver and all that is probably not going to be able to catch them, and I get that. It's unlikely. Still, losing points like this could be what causes Calgary maybe to catch them. If Calgary has starts to play better, that could happen. Okay, last. I'm not going to shit on Price here. He's played well enough in his last bunch of games. I'm reading what I wrote here. So I'll give him a pass in a game where the D wasn't very good. It really wasn't. And in a game where he made some key saves. And that he did. There were a couple times during the game where I was like, wow, great save by Price. He did make some key saves. This could have been worse. So I'm not going to shit on him here. He's been really good the last 5-6 games that he's played. He's come back. He's been really good. Brought his numbers up and down, to save percentage up, goals against down. So I'm going to give him a break here, but he can't. I mean, there's not a lot of room for this anymore. So yeah. He's not going to get a lot of breaks like that. He's going to have to play better, and especially against a team like Ottawa. So there you go. That's it. I think that's it. Oh, there were no winners for the Guess the Score contest. Nobody won. There 2 people had Brady Tkachuk, but nobody won. So there you go. Give a thumbs up if you like the video. Sorry it's this long, but I'm just full of myself today, I guess. Yeah, if you have any comments about the game, leave them in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and ring the notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Blue, Blanc, Rouge right here at Talkin' Habs. That's it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Stay safe out there, and peace out, y'all. See you next video, next live cast Monday. Monday night against Edmonton. There you go. Bye, everybody.